Hello once again, and the game crashed, so we just lost the progress of this final battle. So then we have to go through the whole thing with Morrigan and Flemeth again. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm just gonna pull it up on my phone again, and so I can watch the chat should anyone deign to chat. And then we shall be good to go. Live. Alright. Did I get another subscriber again? Okay. Well, thank you, whoever that was. Stream is offline. Oh, no, you're not offline. Line. Okay. Okay, hold on. It's saying weird things. You're saying weird things, thing. Stop. Live. It says stream offline 21 minutes ago, but it's also showing the thing. So like I'm confused. Very confused. Ah, okay, there we go. It was being very weird. Okay, now it says live. Alright, I don't... It's probably from the crash. It was being weird. Chill, guinea pigs. I just fed you. It was actually not a bad thing that, it wasn't a bad thing to...
No mercy! There's so many! This should be easier.
Oh, the stream is just very behind. I gotcha. Okay. Well, whatever, as long as it's moving. But, wrong button.
The beacon is over here. We've surely missed the signal. Let's light it quickly before it's too late.
No, I don't think I got all that stuff last time. Cool. Alright. We already saw this, so like, I'm not gonna. I still want to do the same dialogue choices when we meet Flemeth, but yes.
Your eyes finally open. Mother shall be pleased.
Yes. Where am I?
Back in the wilds, of course. I am Morrigan, lest you have forgotten, and I have just bandaged your wounds. You are welcome, by the way. How does your memory fare? Do you remember Mother's rescue?
She rescued me? You mean from the tower?
Mother managed to save you and your friend, though 'twas a close call. What is important is that you both live. The man who was to respond to your signal quit the field. The Darkspawn won your battle. Those he abandoned were massacred. Your friend, he is not taking it well.
My friend? You mean Alistair?
The suspicious dim-witted one who was with you before. Yes. He is outside by the fire. Mother asked to see you when you awoke.
Why does your mother want to see me?
I do not know. She rarely tells me her plans.
Were my injuries severe?
Yes, but I expect you shall be fine. The Darkspawn did nothing Mother could not heal.
What about Alistair? Is he alright?
He is, as you are. I suppose it would be unkind to say he is being childish.
Very unkind. Those were his friends.
And you think they would encourage his blubbering? If so, they are not the sort of Grey Wardens the legends note.
I have questions, if you don't mind.
I do not mind. Take your time.
Are we safe here? Where are the Darkspawn?
We are safe, for the moment. Mother's magic keeps the Darkspawn away. Once you leave, 'tis uncertain what will happen. The Horde has moved on, so you might avoid it.
Why did your mother save us?
I wonder at that myself. But she tells me nothing. Perhaps you were the only ones she could reach. I would have rescued your king. A king would be worth a much higher ransom than you.
Wow. Thanks a lot.
I am only being practical.
How did she manage to rescue us exactly?
She turned into a giant bird and plucked the two of you from atop the tower, one in each talon. If you do not believe that tale, then I suggest you ask Mother yourself. She may even tell you.
Are there any survivors besides us?
Only stragglers that are long gone. You would not want to see what is happening in that valley now.
Why? What's happening?
Are you sure you want me to describe it?
Yes, please.
I had a good view of the battlefield. 'Tis a grisly scene. There are bodies everywhere, and Darkspawn swarm them, feeding, I think. They also look for survivors and drag them back down beneath the ground. I cannot say why.
So those survivors could be rescued?
If you are willing to run into the midst of the Horde, perhaps.
I think I've asked enough questions.
I agree. 'Tis time you speak with Mother, then be on your way.
Don't need that. Okay, I'm gonna save here this time. Just...
As you wish.
You're alive. I thought you were dead for sure.
I'm not, thanks to Morrigan's mother.
Oh, this doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
The Flemeth? From the legends? Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not?
Suppose we should thank you.
If you know what is good for you, I suppose you should.
Is there some way we can repay you?
All that I wish you to do is what you are meant to do. It has always been the Grey Warden's duty to unite the lands against the Blight. Or did that change when I wasn't looking?
It changed when most of them were slaughtered.
If you think small numbers make you helpless, you are already defeated.
But we were fighting the Darkspawn. The king had nearly defeated them. Why would Loghain do this?
Now that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The Archdemon.
Will you help us fight this blight, Flemeth?
Me? I am just an old woman who lives in the wilds. I know nothing of blights and darkspawn.
Well, Whatever Loghain's insanity, he obviously thinks the Darkspawn are a minor threat. We must warn everyone this isn't the case.
And who will believe you? Unless you think to convince this Loghain of his mistake.
He just betrayed his own king. If Arl Eamon knew what he did at Ostagar, he would be the first to call for his execution.
Arl Eamon? The Earl of Redcliffe?
I suppose. Arl Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was Caelan's uncle. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help.
Keep in mind, Loghain was also an honorable man.
The Arl would never do what Tairn Loghain did. I know him too well. I still don't know if Arl Eamon's help would be enough. He can't defeat the Darkspawn horde by himself.
Surely there are other allies we could call on.
Of course! The treaties! Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Arl Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
Why not? Isn't that what Grey Wardens do?
So you are set then, ready to be Grey Wardens.
Yes, thank you for everything, Flemeth.
No, thank you. You are the Grey Wardens here, not I. Now, before you go, there is yet one more thing I can offer you.
The stew is bubbling, Mother dear. Shall we have 2 guests for the eve, or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame. What?
You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears.
Thank you, but if Morrigan doesn't wish to join us...
Her magic will be useful. Even better, she knows the wilds and how to get past the horde.
Have I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
Was this your idea all along?
Pardon me, but I had the impression that you two needed assistance, whatever the form.
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point taken.
Mother, this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready. Alone, these two must unite for Eldon against the Darkspawn. They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the Blight. Even I.
I... understand.
And you, Wardens, do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
She won't come to harm with us.
Allow me to get my things, if you please. I am at your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the wilds as our first destination. It is not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
Actually, I have some questions.
I may have answers. Ask.
Tell me about this village to the north.
'Tis a small place of little consequence called Lothering. No more than a stop along your Imperial Highway where travelers purchase goods from local farms and smiths. I would go more often were it not for the town's chantry. It makes the village particularly intolerant and unpleasant for a stranger such as me.
A chantry? And they never in all this time thought that maybe you were a witch?
Of course they have. They even called out their Templars once. They found nothing.
Have you never been outside the wilds?
From time to time, I have been to the village I mentioned, watched its people, and pondered what curious beings they are. On occasion, I purchased goods from the village merchants. There I spoke with men a little. There they stared and knew me as an outsider. Mother wishes for me to expand the horizon of my experience beyond the wilds. Even she was not born here.
Is that what you want?
What I want is to see mountains. I wish to witness the ocean and step into its waters. I want to experience a city rather than see it in my mind. So, yes, this is what I want. Actually, leaving is harder than I thought, however. Perhaps Mother is right. It must simply be done quickly.
Are you really Flemeth's daughter? Should I ask that?
'Twas she who raised me, and thus I consider her my mother, born from her womb or not. 'Tis what you meant, yes?
She's just gonna stay here alone?
Mother was alone long before I came, and will be so long after I am dead. Such is her choice, though I suspect she would claim the choice was made for her.
How are we going to get past the Darkspawn?
The real question is how we are going to get your friend past the Darkspawn, is it not?
That's true. We can sense the Darkspawn. Conversely, they can sense us.
I don't sense any Darkspawn.
You won't right away. No. It takes time. We should be able to sneak past smaller groups, but larger ones, or particularly intelligent Darkspawn, will always detect us.
Mother has given me something else for them to smell instead as we pass by. 'Tis important we head out of the wilds, however, not farther in.
What skills do you have exactly?
I know a few spells, though I am nowhere near as powerful as Mother. I have also studied history and your Grey Warden treaties.
Can you cook?
I can cook, yes.
Never mind him, you don't have to cook.
You missed your chance. Now it's charred rabbit from here on out.
I have no more questions.
Farewell, Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned-down hut.
Bah! 'Tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the blight.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
Alistair approves, Morrigan approves. Cool. I got a little bit of approval. Might as well check to see if there's anything I can collect here, which I don't think there is. This area is not really built for collecting as much as eventually having a big fight with somebody, with whom I shall not spoil. But you know what? It would be a good idea to save. Alright, to Lothering we go. Lothering we go. Oh. There's Logain.
And I expect each of you to supply these men. We must rebuild what was lost at Ostagar, and quickly. There are those who would take advantage of our weakened state if we let them. We must defeat this Darkspawn incursion, but we must do so sensibly and without hesitation.
Your Lordship, if I might speak. You have declared yourself Queen Honora's regent, and claim we must unite under your banner for our own good. But what of the army lost at Ostagar? Your withdrawal was most fortuitous.
Everything I have done has been to secure Ferelden's independence. I have not shirked my duty to the throne, and neither will any of you!
The Banorn will not bow to you simply because you demand it.
Understand this. I will brook no threat to this nation from you or anyone.
Van Tegan, please!
Your Majesty, your father risks civil war. If Eamon were here...
Van Tegan, my father is doing what is best.
Did he also do what was best for your husband, Your Majesty?
She was married to Caitlyn. Died because of Logain. So. It's the dog! Oh, it's the dog! Hey, doggy. Oh. Well then.
Darkspawn approach. Watch for their blood. Let's get started.
Doggy! No. He wags his tail happily and pants. Those Darkspawn didn't hurt you, did they, boy?
I think he was out there looking for you. He's chosen you. Mabari are like that. They call it imprinting.
Does this mean we're going to have this mangy beast following us about now? Wonderful.
He's not mangy.
I've always wanted a dog like this. Maybe it's meant to be. Happy bark. Okay, well, his name's Teddy. Because that's the name of the Mombari hound I have next to me right now. A little plush Mombari hound. His name's Teddy. So this is Teddy. All fruit. Good.
What do you wish of me?
Oh, I forgot. You can actually talk to people outside when they're with you.
If you must.
How did you become a shape changer?
I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds. The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend.
Your mother has been doing this for a long time, then.
Changing her form, certainly. Devouring lost children, I cannot say. She has not done it in my experience, though in truth my lifespan is but a fraction of her own. Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know?
Can anyone become a shape changer?
Anyone with sufficient will, but the act of transformation is a magical one. 'Tis a spell and thus requires a mage's talents. Indeed, you could learn the spells required if I cared to teach you.
I've never heard of magic like that before.
No? 'Tis not unheard of in the remote corners of the world. There are traditions of magic outside of the Circle of Magi, despite what those mages would have you believe. Some of these traditions are old, indeed, passed down as carefully guarded lore from one generation to the next. The zealots of the Chantry would uproot all such practitioners if they could. But as luck have it, some still exist. My mother is such a one.
That's good. Such traditions need to be preserved.
I'm shocked that you think so. Being a mage of the Circle as you were. But perhaps you felt a little like a caged bird as well, caught within that dark tower.
Yes, very much so.
I thought so.
Do you spend a lot of time as an animal?
There were nights when the wilds called to me, 'tis true. You look upon the world around you and you think you know it well. I have smelled it as a wolf, listened as a cat, prowled shadows that you never dreamed existed. But my life is as a human. I am under no illusions to the contrary.
What do other animals think of... Excuse me. And what do other animals think of you when you're changed?
They do not shy away from me. To their senses, I believe I seem like any other of their species. As to what they think, I truly cannot say. Just as I am still human, no matter my form, they are still animals. Thus they cannot speak, even were I to ask.
Can you change into other human forms as well?
The form of an animal is different from my own. One may study the creature, learn to move as it does, think as it does. In time, this allows one to become as it is. I gain nothing by studying another human. I already am the same as they are. I learn nothing. So the answer is no, my human form is the only one I possess.
That's all I wanted to ask.
Indeed. Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch?
Oh goodness, I'm torn between two answers. Because that would just make you angry, I think. And maybe tied to a flagpole and tickled. I'm gonna say that, and I'm gonna regret it, but I have to.
I wouldn't advise it. But enough of such talk. Let us proceed, lest the dust gather on us.
Morgan approves. Okay, so I didn't say anything too bad. Got a bit of approval. Oh, and I can level up. Ha. Alright, now I should be able to... Let me get that. And Cone of Cold. Finally. Yes, I need Cone of Cold. I love it. Okay, he is a weapon and shield person. Okay. Good to go. Save. Alright, on to Lothering. Uh-oh.
Wake up, gentlemen! More travelers to attend to. Led by an elf, of all things.
They don't look much like them others, you know. Maybe we should just let these ones pass.
Nonsense. Greetings, travelers.
Highwaymen, preying on those fleeing the Darkspawn, I suppose.
They are fools to get in our way. I say, teach them a lesson.
Now, is that any way to greet someone? A simple 10 silvers, and you're free to move on.
You should listen to your friend. We are not refugees.
What did I tell you? No wagons, and this one looks armed.
The toll applies to everyone, Heinrich. That's why it's a toll, and not, say, a refugee tax.
Oh, right. Even if you're no refugee, you still gotta pay.
You're toll collectors, then?
Indeed, for the upkeep of the Imperial Highway. It's a bit of a mess, isn't it?
Perhaps you should charge more, then. Or, no, hold on. No, perhaps you should charge more, then.
You want to pay more? Well, we'll happily accept donations.
Forget it. I'm not paying you thugs anything.
Well, I can't say I'm pleased to hear that. We have rules, you know.
Right. We get to ransack your corpse, then. Those are the rules.
You really want to fight a Grey Warden?
Did he say he's a Grey Warden? Them ones killed the king.
Traitors to Ferelden, I hear. Tern Loghain put quite a bounty on any who are found.
But aren't them Grey Wardens good? I mean, really good? Good enough to kill a king?
You have a point. Well, let's forget about the toll. We'll just leave you to your Darkspawn fighting, king-killing ways.
Actually, let's add bandit slaying to that list.
And just when we had things settled.
Enemies approaching.
Oh, I need to... Okay.
We surrender. We're just trying to get by before the Darkspawn get us all.
Get by? You're a criminal.
Yes, I'm a criminal. I admit it. I apologize.
Hand over everything you've stolen.
Yes, yes, of course. The coins we collected are right here. Just over 100 silvers. The rest is in the chests we brought. I swear.
You'll follow my lead. I could use some soldiers.
What, are you joking, right? I could never be a soldier.
Then start running. And don't come back. No.
Bless you! The Darkspawn can have this place.
Right.
I killed a Templar.
Right.
Alright, hold on. Your sword is a little over 7 damage. We need a one-handed weapon. Okay, well, none of this is useful. We could put some things. That's restricted to me. Lovely.
On. Let's get started.
Well, there it is. Lothering. Pretty as a painting.
Ah, so you have finally decided to rejoin us, have you? Falling on your blade in grief seemed like too much trouble, I take it.
Is my being upset so hard to understand? Have you never lost someone important to you? Just what would you do if your mother died?
Before or after I stopped laughing?
Right, very creepy. Forget I asked.
What do you want to talk about, Alistair?
His navel, I suspect. He certainly has been contemplating it for long enough.
Oh, I get it. This is the part where we're shocked to discover how you've never had a friend your entire life.
I can be friendly when I desire to. Alas, desiring to be more intelligent does not make it so.
Anyway, I thought we should talk about where we intend to go first.
You have thoughts on that point, Alistair?
This should be good.
I think what Flemeth suggested is the best idea. These treaties, have you looked at them?
What do you mean?
The treaties, the ones we got from Flemeth. With these, we will be able to ask for assistance. Maybe even raise an army. There are 3 main groups that we have treaties for. The Dalish Elves, the Dwarves of Orzammar, and the Circle of Magi. I also still think that Arleman is our best bet for help. We might even want to go to him first.
What do you think we should do? What do you think we should do, Morrigan?
Go after your enemy directly. Find this man Loghain and kill him. The rest of this business with the treaties can then be done in safety.
Yes, he certainly wouldn't see that coming, and it's not like he has the advantage of an army and experience and...
I was asked for my opinion and I gave it. If your wish is to come up with reasons why something cannot be done, we will stand here until the Darkspawn are upon us.
Why are you leaving this up to me?
Well, I don't know where we should go. I'll do whatever you decide.
Now that is unsurprising.
Arleman is a good man, but I don't know for sure he's where we should go. I'm not going to fight about it.
Is there a way to contact the Grey Wardens?
Short of leaving for Eldon to seek them out, the only place to send word to would be Weishaupt Fortress. And that's thousands of miles away.
Then we need to find these people.
I can give you directions, if you like.
Where do we find Arleman?
He'll be at the Castle Redcliffe, in the far western part of Ferelden, next to the mountain passes. If he isn't there, someone will be able to tell us where he is.
Where will we... What about the Dalish Elves?
If we head eastward, towards the Brazilian forest, we should hear word of one of the clans that wanders that area. Hopefully, they will still be there.
And the Dwarves?
We would need to speak to their king in Orzammar. That means heading west into the Frostback Mountains, which won't be easy.
Won't the Circle of Magi do what the Chantry says?
Technically, the Circle of Magi is independent. We don't know that the Chantry won't support us, of course.
You truly believe that?
If we speak to the first Enchanter, he should see that his responsibility to the Grey Wardens supersedes anything the Chantry or even Loghain might have to say about it.
Where would Loghain be?
If he isn't out in the field with his army, he's probably going to be at the palace in Denerim. We can go to Denerim, but somehow I suspect that they're not going to let us just walk around. Only a suspicion, of course.
All right.
Then you have a plan.
I'm ready to get going.
Fair enough. Let's head into the village whenever you're ready.
All right, we're in Lothering.
I'm scared. When are we going home?
We were lucky. We had the coin to pay the toll to those bandits.
I have a wonder, Alistair, if you will indulge me.
Do I have a choice?
Of the two of you that remain, are you not the senior Grey Warden here? I find it curious that you allow another to lead while you follow.
You find that curious, do you?
In fact, you defer to a new recruit. Is this the policy of the Grey Wardens, or simply a personal one?
What do you want to hear? That I prefer to follow? I do.
You sound so very defensive.
Couldn't you crawl into a bush somewhere and die? That would be great, thanks.
Wow. I forgot how mean they are to each other. Alistair, let's go ahead and give you this great sword, just in case. Morrigan. Yeah, yours is better. Need to find a shop and sell some things. Don't mind me, just gonna steal from refugees. Because that's the nice thing to do. So for future reference, this is Lothering, which is where Hawk and their family's from.
Need something? I don't generally talk to strange elves who wander in here.
You have something against elves?
I don't know you. Why shouldn't I have something against you? We've got enough strangers overrunning us. Nothing but trouble.
I have some questions.
Can't promise I'm gonna answer them.
What's going on here?
What isn't? We got chastened barbarians in every farmholder south of Callanhard running from the Darkspawn. Not that they'll be safe here with the army gone.
Who's in charge of this village?
You could talk to the Elder, though she's got her hands full getting everyone on their way. For now, most folks go to Sir Bryant. He's head of the Chantry's Templars.
You don't have a ruling lord?
He's gone to war and taken all his soldiers, leaving us to fend for ourselves. There's not going to be much left when he returns. If he returns.
Were those bandits always outside the village?
Were? You mean they're gone?
Yes, I drove them off.
Well, goody for you. Now there's no one to drive off the blighted refugees. Sir Brian'll be glad, though. He's been talking about offering a reward for anyone who'd run them out.
I should go.
Don't let me stop you.
Yeah, well, fuck you too. Oh, Fenris! Okay, this is about to be Fenris's voice.
You there. If you're looking for safe shelter, I'll warn you, there's none to be found. Move on if you can. Lothering's lost.
I was looking for some news, actually.
You might find that, though it's probably just frightened gossip. We've had refugees streaming from the south for the last 2 days. The Chantry and Tavern are full to bursting. There simply isn't enough food to go around, and we Templars can barely keep order. You'd be better off elsewhere, my friend.
Can I ask a few questions?
I'm just out here to keep an eye out for Darkspawn. Please ask someone in town. No offense.
Is anyone in charge here?
The band has marched north with Tern Loghain, so Lothering's on its own. Most folks look to Elder Miriam. Otherwise, you could speak to Sir Bryant in the Chantry, I suppose. It's up to you. I'm just here to keep watch.
Bye, Fenris.
I brought my family to Lothering because I thought it would be safe.
Ooh.
Ah, look how they moan and wail and gnash their teeth. is sad to watch how helplessly they scurry about.
Greetings to you, good sir. If it isn't too much to ask, might you spare some bread or anything?
What happened to you?
We thought it would be safer in Lothering, that the Terran would bring his soldiers here. But bandits attacked us and took everything. Our food, our clothes, my daughter's pet lamb. Nobody cares about a few elves like us. Surely you understand.
I met those bandits. They're dead now. Or, I met those bandits and drove them off. It's number 3.
That's wonderful news. Perhaps our belongings are still there.
I can't thank you enough, friend. Even if we don't get everything back, it's good to know others will be safe.
I'm cold. I don't like this. Have you seen my mother?
Yes, I did. She's over there somewhere. That depends. Who is your mother?
She's really tall, and she has red hair. We live on a big farmhold, all of us. Some mean men with swords came, and Mother told me to run to the village as fast as I could, so I did. She said she'd be right behind me, but I've been waiting and waiting, and I can't see her.
Do you know where your father is?
He went with William to the neighbours yesterday, but he didn't come back.
Come with me. I'll help you look for your mother.
Mother said I wasn't to go with anyone. I'm supposed to wait for her here, in the village.
I don't think she's coming, child.
Why not? Why would she leave me here?
I don't think she meant to leave you.
But she must be coming.
You can't stand here forever. What if she doesn't come?
I don't know. Maybe I should go home and look for her.
I'll take you to your farmhold if you like.
No, I'm big enough to go myself. The mean men must be gone by now.
Oh, what am I supposed to do? No, it's just a dagger. Ooh, yes. I need to be a bit more selective about the things that I pick up.
The Charters are still operating their board. Now that's dedication.
And Eileen spoke unto the masses, my hearth is yours, my bread is yours, my life is yours. For all who walk in the sight of the Maker are one.
Greetings? The chanter nods and smiles. Smile back.
Let all repeat the chant of light. Only the word dispels the darkness upon us.
He can't answer you. He's Chanter Devons.
What's a chanter?
One of them that can only say the chant of light. His board has letters of good deeds to be doing. My father fixed Widow Allison's roof once, and the charter paid him, he did.
A learned child is a blessing upon his parents and onto the Maker.
It's like a vow of silence then? He can't talk normally?
Unless it's the chant of light, no.
And so Rajmael in the heathen temple recanted. Speak only the word, sing only the chant, then the golden city is thine, spoke Andraste.
The chanter says what?
What?
Oh, you got him to speak! Ha!
What hath man's sin wrought?
Oh, he cheated.
Anything of interest on the board?
Blessed are the peacekeepers, champions of the just.
Bandits everywhere. Okay. Did I miss?
Back off. I have the right to charge what I wish.
You profit from their misfortune. I should have the Templars give away everything in your carts.
You wouldn't dare. Any of you step too close to my goods and I'll...
It's so nice to see everyone working together in a crisis. Warms the heart.
Oh, you there. You look able. Would you care to make a tiny profit helping a beleaguered businessman?
Why would I want to help you?
Didn't I mention profit?
He is charging outlandish prices for things people desperately need. Their blood is filling his pockets.
'Tis only survival of the fittest. All of these cretins would do the same in his shoes, given the chance.
I have limited supplies. The people decide what those supplies are worth to them.
You bought most of your wares from these very people last week. Now they flee for their lives, and you want to talk business?
Look, stranger, I've 100 silvers if you drive this rabble off, starting with that priest. I'm an honest merchant, nothing more.
You don't think you're being unscrupulous?
Would it help these folks if they could buy no goods at all?
They spend their very last coin because they are desperate, and this man preys upon them as surely as the bandits outside the city.
Ah, I'm not arguing anymore. Drive off this woman and get your 100 silvers. Otherwise, I'm taking my wagon and leaving.
I think you can compromise and still make a profit, no?
Perhaps. If that woman agrees I'm allowed to charge something.
Do what you must, so long as the prices do not beggar the needy.
Fine, fine, done. And since you don't look too needy, normal prices for you.
So, we have come to solve every squabble in the village personally. My, but the Darkspawn will be impressed.
Thank you for your generous assistance. May the Maker watch over your path.
Morgan disapproves. Okay, I'm a nice person, Morgan. I can't help it.
Don't suppose you're looking to buy something?
I am indeed. Let's see what you have.
All right. Just don't buy everything up.
But I'm the one paying normal prices. Don't you want me to buy everything up? Goodness, make up your mind.
What do you wish of me?
No, never mind. No, I didn't mean to do that.
Okay. Descend upon us! The legions of evil are on your doorstep. They will feast upon our hearts. There is nowhere to run. This evil will cover the world like a plague of locusts.
Please, you're scaring the children.
Better to slit their throats now than let them suffer at Darkspawn hands. There! One of their minions is already amongst us. This man bears their evil stench. Can you not see the vile blackness that fills him?
Why don't you keep your voice down?
I watch the Black Horde descend on my people. I will not be silent.
Please stop. Somebody shut his mouth.
But isn't he right? The ban left us. We're going to die.
This minion is but the first of those who will destroy us.
That's enough. This ends now.
No! Do not touch me! You bring evil and destruction! It is the end!
He was right, wasn't he? There's no hope for us.
There's always hope. Muster your courage.
You're right. We can't give up.
But we can't fight. What are we supposed to do?
We can't lie down and die either. We must go north to Denerim.
Your king is dead! There is no hope!
Maybe with that blasted chasing gone, my headache will go as well.
I don't like this place. Why did we come here?
As if we needed more fighting here. Don't you see how scared everyone is?
Because I thought it would be safe. I brought my family to Lothering because I thought it would be safe.
We were lucky. We had the coin to pay the toll to those bandits. Many didn't. On.
So I take it you did not enjoy your Templar training?
That's directed at me, I take it.
Do you see any others about who have failed at their religious instruction?
I didn't fail, I was recruited into the Grey Wardens.
And if you had not been recruited, what would have happened instead?
I would have turned into a drooling lunatic, slaughtered the Grand Cleric, and run through the streets of Denerim in my small clothes, I guess.
Your self-awareness does you credit.
I thought you'd like that.
We're planning on running that mine until the last minute. Felleron's orders.
I'm looking
I heard he saw just in time what those Grey Wardens were doing and saved his men. He's a hero, that's what he is.
Too bad he couldn't save poor King Cailan. Blast those Grey Wardens, they deserve what they got and more.
I'll say. First they drag the king down there, and then they throw him to the wolves. It's no wonder it all went bad.
So, Terran Logain is the new regent? Isn't that a good thing?
I heard that he may have...
You might not want to go in. Tavern's full, and those soldiers are being a nuisance.
Oh, I think that's him. Oh my goodness, I think that's Hawk's voice. Why is the tavern full?
Same reason the Chantry's full, packed with people who fled their homes. The tavern keeper's letting folks sleep on the floors, but he can only fit so many. And those soldiers are getting restless.
Tell me about these soldiers.
They're not here to defend us. They were looking for someone before they started drinking. I hear they almost killed a man because they didn't like his face. I wonder if they're deserters from the King's army.
You seem unhappy.
Is there any reason to be happy? With the King dead, them Darkspawn will overrun Lothering before anyone can organize. You'd think those soldiers could at least run off the bandits. I hear someone gave them what they deserved. Wasn't you, was it?
Yes, that was me.
It was? Hey, everyone! This is the one who drove out those thieving bastards! More will probably come, but it's good to know some justice is left here. Thank you.
I thought Darkspawn killed the king. That doesn't make any sense.
You might not want to go in. Tavern's full, and those soldiers are being a nuisance.
Thanks for the advice.
It's no trouble. And good luck to you. We could all use some, no?
I'm pretty sure that's him. It sounds different,
We'll
but
be lucky if they don't burn down
I'm
the
pretty sure
entire
that's him.
country fighting over the throne.
Okay, now I'm happy. I was just looking for him. Oh, goodness. There's quests all over the place. No! No! Okay, priority.
How dare you accuse me of thievery? I saw you take the supplies from my car. You marsh folk are all thieves and liars.
Enough! People here are already
The carnage we left in the wilds was horrifying.
blows.
But what about my food?
I said enough!
That marshman stole from me, I know it! The carnage we left in the wilds was horrifying.
Shockib. Marade starit, merade twasit, abana kyun, maras shokra, ananne sam kyun. You aren't one of my captors. I have nothing to say that would amuse you, elf. Leave me in peace.
You're a prisoner. Who put you here?
I'm in a cage, am I not? I've been placed here by the Chantry. I am Sten of the Beresad, the vanguard of the Kunari peoples.
Kunari?
If you haven't heard of us, that is your own shortcoming. Though it matters little now. I will die soon enough.
This is a proud and powerful creature, trapped as prey for the Darkspawn. If you cannot see a use for him, I suggest releasing him for mercy's sake alone.
Mercy? I wouldn't have expected that from you.
I would also suggest that Alistair take his place in the cage.
Yes, that's what I would have expected.
I suggest you leave me to my fate.
I find myself in need of skilled help. Oh no, wait. What did you do to end up in here?
I have been convicted of murder. Have the villagers not spoken of this?
Who did you murder?
The people of a farmhold. 8 humans, in addition to the children.
Are you guilty?
Are you asking if I feel guilt or if I'm responsible for the deed? However I feel, whatever I've done, my life is forfeit now.
If you feel guilty about the murder, why did you do it?
Either you have an enviable memory or a pitiable life to know nothing of regret.
Capturing you must have been difficult.
There is no difficulty in capturing prey that surrenders.
You didn't resist capture?
I waited for several days until the knights arrived.
Why?
Because I wished to.
Short answers, alright. What an odd thing to do.
Either you have an enviable memory or a pitiable life to know nothing of regret.
Okay. How long have you been here?
20 days now. I shouldn't last much longer, another week at most.
That's a long time to live without food or water.
Compared to your kind, maybe.
Are you interested in seeking atonement?
Death will be my atonement.
There are other ways to redeem yourself.
Perhaps. What does your wisdom say is equal to my crime?
You could help me defend the land against the Blight.
The Blight? Are you a Grey Warden, then?
I am.
Surprising. My people have heard legends of the Grey Warden's strength and skill. Though I suppose not every legend is true.
Wow. Would the Reverend Mother let you free?
Perhaps if you told her the Grey Wardens need my assistance. It seems as likely to bring my death as waiting here.
I'll leave you for now.
Farewell, then.
A penitent man left to be torn to pieces by Darkspawn. 'Tis a fine example of the Chantry's mercy, is it not?
So, we'll take care of him before we leave, but...
The carnage we left in the wilds was horrifying.
Hello, stranger. I don't suppose you know anyone that can make traps?
What do you need them for?
Old man Barlin said that Darkspawn may be coming soon. He's got traps on his farm. I figured I'd put a few on my lands. Barlin wants to poison his traps. I just want normal traps.
He has poison traps on his land?
Oh, he doesn't have any poison yet, thank the Maker. So his fields are just full of traps. He can be a bit eccentric.
Why don't you just buy some?
None to be had. Barlin has all the traps in the village in his fields.
Sorry, I can't make them.
I didn't mean to bother you. Sorry. Lothering doesn't have any more beds for refugees, but they keep coming.
You got a bed for the night. You taken care of.
What? Oh, actually, I was more hoping to help you.
Don't need blades right now. We need beds, food, and an end to all these sad sots. I don't suppose you know anything of tonics, medicines, or herbs.
I know a bit.
Then you may be able to do us a lot of good. All manner of travelers come through, many injured or sick. We do our best, but we're out of supplies. There's medicinal herbs in the woods to the north. If you make a few poultices, I'll scrape together some sort of payment. I'll write all you need to know in this note here.
Okay.
Have a care where your eyes linger, Alistair.
Yes, well, don't worry. It's not what you think.
I see.
I was looking at your nose.
And what is it about my nose that captivates you so?
I was just thinking that it looks exactly like your mother's.
I hate you so much.
Hmm?
Never mind.
They're adorable. They'd make such a cute couple, wouldn't they?
Did you speak to that knight yesterday?
So as soon as we leave Lothering, we can't come back. So we need to get everything done here.
Well, look what we have here then. I think we've just been blessed.
Uh-oh. Loghain's men. This can't be good.
Didn't we spend all morning asking about an elf by this very description, and everyone said they hadn't seen one?
It seems we were lied to.
Gentlemen, surely there's no need for trouble. These are no doubt simply more poor souls seeking refuge.
They're more than that. Now stay out of our way, sister. You protect these traitors, you'll get the same as them.
Let's talk about this before things get out of hand.
I doubt he would listen. He blindly follows his master's commands.
I am not the blind one. I served at Ostagar, where the Turn saved us from the Grey Warden's treachery. I serve him gladly. Enough talk! Take the Warden into custody. Kill this sister and anyone else that gets in your way.
Right. Let's make this quick.
All right, you've won. We surrender.
Good. They've learned their lesson and we can all stop fighting now.
I don't want them reporting to Loghain.
Please wait!
They have surrendered. They were no match for you. Let them be.
Take a message to Loghain.
What do you want to tell him?
The Grey Wardens know what really happened.
I'll tell him. Right away. Now. Thank you.
I apologize for interfering, but I couldn't just sit by and not help.
Whoops. So I see. Where does a sister learn to fight like that?
I wasn't born in the Chantry, you know. Many of us had more colorful lives before we joined. Let me introduce myself. I am Liliana, one of the lay sisters of the Chantry here in Lothering. Oh, I was.
What does that mean?
I joined the Chantry to live a life of religious contemplation. But I am no priest, not even an initiate.
I am Aiden. A pleasure.
They said you were a Grey Warden. I'm surprised you're an elf. But elves must want the Blight defeated as much as humans, no? I know after what happened you will need all the help you can get. That's why I'm coming along.
Why so eager to come with me?
The Maker told me to.
Can you elaborate?
I know that sounds absolutely insane, but it's true. I had a dream. A vision.
More crazy? I thought we were all full up.
Look at the people here. They are lost in their despair, and this darkness, this chaos, will spread. The Maker doesn't want this. What you do, what you are meant to do, is the Maker's work. Let me help.
Very well. I will not turn away help when it is offered.
Perhaps your skull was cracked worse than Mother thought.
Thank you. I appreciate being given this chance. I will not let you down. Indeed.
You hear about food? Take it up with that bleeding runt by the chantry. I got other gear to sell.
You're out of food?
Whole mess of refugees come in and leave near every night. All have hungry bellies, sad tales, and mementos for barter. I sold that bleeding merchant outside about half my larder 2 weeks back, and now he's charging outrageous sums for all my food.
Don't worry about him. I took care of it.
You did? Well, I don't know what to say to that. Thanks.
Show me what you've got.
You hear about food? Take it up. I got other gear to sell.
You know any well-paying jobs in Lothering?
Check the chanter's board by the chantry. There's good jobs there. I don't suppose you know anything about poison.
I don't want to say maker's blood. I'm not religious. Oh, yeah, she was on fire. That was amusing. I have dabbled in such things.
I figured if I kept asking, I'd find someone. I'd pay good coin for some simple poison. Something to slow them beasties down or make them think twice.
Any idea where I could get ingredients?
Well, there's herbs in the North Wood. As for other stuff, look around town. Some refugees just left things behind to travel faster. I don't really know what you need, though. I might have some in stock, too.
All right. No. I'm not gonna be doing all these quests.
Let's get started.
Let's take care of Liliana's. She needs to level up first. Hold on 1 second. I need to check. All right. Okay. Probably should save. That'd be a good idea. Okay. And I can't put Liliana in the clothes that I have for her yet. I can't give her another dagger, however. Or not. I think I got rid of all the stuff that I could use for her. And, oh, studded leather armor. There you go. You can wear that for now. Do I have any... Got rid of a lot of the useful things. There.
Right.
Ooh, stuff. Don't mind me, just stealing from you. Man, I keep wanting to jump. But, oh, I have a rogue now.
What now?
What do you mean, what now? Goodness gracious, I just got you.
I'll do it.
Goodness. Alright. An elven alien.
Did you see the new recruiters out?
I'd keep your voice down if I were you. They're pressing anyone who can hold a sword into service.
Oh, wasn't there a dagger in one of these? Oh, no. I couldn't open this because I didn't have a rogue. Shield. No. Excuse me. Alright.
What will happen to us now that the king's dead?
Why are there mushrooms
On.
in this? Goodness. Okay, I haven't gone into the chantry yet. Let's see. Goodness. It goes against my nature to not just take everything that's in sight. But there was a dagger somewhere. No,
Got a
okay.
cousin in
There
the
was...
Templars. He says the mages in the tower out on Lake Callanfire are all turning into demons.
They always say that,
You do not think I look as my mother does.
Have you really been thinking about that all this time?
I am simply curious.
And not insecure in the slightest, I'm sure.
I look nothing like her.
I don't know. Give it a few hundred years and it'll be a spot-on match.
I said that I look nothing like her.
All right, got it. Totally different. I see that now.
There's a dagger. Perfect. Okay. There. Nope. Now you can have 2 daggers. Good. Alright, now we can go into the chantry. Save.
It's good to see you again, Sister Leliana.
Thank you, Sir Marin.
Who's in charge of this chantry?
The revered mother runs the chantry itself, and Sir Bryant heads the Templars stationed here.
Did you know there were bandits on the highway?
Were? Did you drive them off? Well, Sir Bryant will appreciate that.
Have you heard any news?
Not since Tairn Loghain passed by with his army. It's a shame about the king. But with the Darkspawn coming, few can think of anything else.
Can you tell me anything about the caged Qunari?
Is he still alive? The revered mother put him there a few weeks back. He'll be dead soon enough.
How can you just be okay with that? Goodness, just
Make her watch over
someone,
you.
leaving someone to starve to death? I mean, at least kill him. Goodness. I don't know, if you can't bring yourself to kill somebody directly, then...
I brought my family to Lothering because I thought it would be safe.
That looks very Catholic.
There's word of Darkspawn stragglers, but no sign of the main horde. We are the only hope of protection this village has now, and I will not abandon them. That is all. May the Maker have mercy on us.
I know that voice.
Yes? Who might you be?
Pardon me, I didn't mean to interrupt.
It is no trouble. Make her watch over you.
Oh, no, wait, I didn't want to not talk to you.
Yes? Who might you be?
Oh, no, this isn't my first playthrough. Hopefully it'll be the second time that I'll finish, because I've started this many times and only finished once, but... No, this isn't my first time playing. Should I say that I'm a Grey Warden? Yeah, I'm the Grey Warden Aiden.
I see. I am Ser Bryant, commander of the Lothering Templars. Tern Loghain declared all Grey Wardens traitors responsible for the king's death. You know this, I hope.
The Grey Wardens did no such thing.
I don't believe the Grey Wardens would be as careless or malicious as the Tern claims. But either way, there it is. It is best you not linger, though. Just in case.
Are you in charge here?
The revered mother leads this flock. I merely command her Templars. Normally, our role is to protect the Chantry and seek out unsanctioned magic. For now, it is all we can do to protect the innocent.
Are you the only protection this village has?
Our ban was summoned by Tern Loghain, and he took his soldiers north with him. Lothering has been abandoned.
Where would I find the revered mother?
In her study, no doubt, preparing what she will take when we eventually evacuate.
How do Templars fight against magic?
We have more than swords at our disposal. We're taught to dispel unholy magics as well. If only our powers work to keep away the Darkspawn. Alas, it is not so. If the matter is important, certainly.
What can you tell me about the imprisoned Qunari?
I was there at the farmhold. The beast stood there, wet with the blood of the children. He didn't even deny slaughtering them. The revered mother ordered him caged. She has more mercy than I do. But perhaps she is right, and the Maker has love for all his creations, even the Qunari.
Oh, he's voiced by Hawk too. Okay, I knew he sounded familiar. Sorry, I was Googling. Is there any way he would be released?
You can ask the revered mother. I say let him rot until the Darkspawn claim him.
Have you heard any recent news?
Other than the Darkspawn horde bearing down on us, none of it is good. Tern Loghain is set to declare himself king, I hear. Disaster piled on disaster.
There's a lot of Hawks in this town, because I already talked to one, voiced by Hawk. What do you mean?
Tern Loghain has no legitimate claim on the throne. He may be a hero, and his daughter may be queen, but he is a commoner. And the king's corpse is barely cold. If Arl Eamon was able to intervene, perhaps it would not have gone this far. I do not care who takes the throne. Only fools fight over who owns a cottage while it burns down around them.
What's wrong with Arl Eamon?
Arl Eamon has fallen ill, and his knights are on a quest for the sacred urn filled with Andraste's ashes, said to cure any malady. He must be very ill if they chase miracles as the only cure. One of the Arl's knights, Sir Donnell, is here searching for fantasies while... Never mind. Ask him if you care about this foolishness.
Things seem... things seem dire in the village.
They are. With the ban having taken his men north, the village is left to its fate. We will evacuate as many as we can before the horde reaches us. I will stay as long as I'm needed. Now, unless there's something else you need.
Is there any help you can offer?
I cannot openly help you, I fear, but... Here, take this key. It opens the large cabinet on the far wall. There is more there than we can carry when we evacuate, so take what you need.
About excuse me. About the bandits outside the village.
Maker's breath. How many times must we drive them off?
One less. I drove them off myself.
Indeed? They're gone?
It's true. I saw the bastard running for the hills myself.
That's an impressive feat indeed. Will you accept a small reward for your efforts?
is that? Morrigan will probably like it if I ask for a reward. Okay. Certainly, thank you.
If it interests you, there is a Chanter's board outside full of quests that need doing. The Chanters even offer pay for some of them. Now, unless there's something else you need.
I should go.
Travel safely, and may the Maker watch over you.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. Well, Morgan didn't approve or disapprove. Sir Donald, yes. Hello.
I beg your pardon. I did not see you approach.
Sir Donald? Is that you?
Alistair? By the Maker, how are you? I was certain you were dead.
Not yet. No thanks to Tern Loghain.
If Arl Eamon were well, he'd set Loghain straight soon enough.
So you're here looking for the Urn of Sacred Ashes, then?
I am indeed. Andraste's ashes are said to cure any illness. But I fear we are chasing a fable. With each day, my hope dims.
I was hoping to meet Arl Eamon, in fact.
Why is that, if I may ask?
We need his help against Tern Loghain.
I see. The Arl is a popular man, it's true. Tern Loghain, however, is a hero throughout Ferelden. Whatever the Tern has done or not done, the Arl remains ill, or worse. That is my primary concern.
Do you think Loghain is involved with the Arl's illness?
The Arl fell ill before the king died. But what if Loghain planned that too? Oh, such thoughts do not sit well with me.
We should see what's happening in Redcliffe ourselves. I believe that now more than ever.
If nothing else, I am certain you would be welcomed at Castle Redcliffe. The Arlessa is there, and she could tell you more than I could.
So your quest for the ashes brought you here?
I expected to take advantage of the Chantry's library, in fact. But my skills are better suited to battle than chasing down tales.
Tell me more about this urn.
Supposedly, the urn contains the ashes of the prophetess Andraste. Surely you know all this.
Perhaps I could help you.
Nothing I have found leads me to believe that this was anything more than a quest of desperation. I intend to return to Redcliffe soon, and tell the Arlessa exactly that, once Sir Henrik arrives.
Sir Henrik is dead. I have something of his.
What? And you have his locket? And a note? Maker's mercy. Thank you for giving me these. I would never have known otherwise.
I'm sorry about your friend. Oh wait, no. Oh, that was the Templar that was at the entrance. Okay. I drove off the bandits that killed him.
Thank you. I wonder how many of us have met similar fates on this mad quest.
Shouldn't you be fleeing the Darkspawn?
My mission takes priority. But I fear I shall be returning to Redcliffe with nothing to show for my efforts.
I should go.
With Henrik gone, I need to return to Redcliffe. Perhaps later I will seek out the scholar his note mentions. But I must go. Thank you again, good sir. You have been most helpful.
Let me guess, Brother Genitivi. Man, that guy's annoying.
Those who seek redemption be delivered. Let those who have sinned be forgiven.
And when the chant spreads across all four corners of the world, let it rise at last to the ears of the Maker. Let him hear our unwavering faith. Let him hear our righteous dedication and enduring perseverance.
And then shall the Maker return to us. And then shall the Maker return to the Black City in heaven. And then shall the chant of light make it.
Okay, I'm gonna save. Because I always mess this part up and make her hate me for trying to free Sten.
Be humble. Let all repeat the chant of light.
Good day, Sister Leliana. I'm surprised to see you're still in Lothering.
It is good to see you as well, Your Reverence.
I do not recognize your companion. Greetings. Will you be making a donation to the Chantry? Our need has never been greater.
What tithe is acceptable?
Might I suggest 30 silver?
Very well. 30 silver it is.
Thank you, my son. What can I do for you then?
I'm buttering her up. I was hoping, no, he wouldn't do that. I'm a Grey Warden. I need your help.
A Grey Warden? Here?
No,
Oh
no.
dear. You put me in a difficult position. You must know that Tairn Loghain declared the Grey Wardens to be outlaws.
So what do I care for Loghain's lies? I thought it said lice. I was very confused for a moment. So I've heard, but it is Loghain who betrayed the king.
Tairn Loghain? That is as hard for me to believe as his condemnation of the Wardens. There is a price on your head. Lay low, and I promise to keep your presence a secret. That is the best I can do. Now, if there is nothing else...
Can you provide any help to the Grey Wardens at all?
I cannot help you without risking the safety of this village in Chantry. The best I can do is keep your presence a secret. I am sorry. Now, if there is nothing else...
I want to talk to you about Sten, the Qunari you imprisoned.
It might have been kinder to execute him, but I leave his fate to the Maker. Why does he interest you?
I want him freed. I might have use for him.
Then his next victims might count you and me as their murderers.
I was thinking you might release him into my custody.
And what do you say on this, Leliana? You know your friend better than I.
These are unusual times, Your Reverence. With us, the Qunari might do some good. I am sure of it, in fact.
Were things not so desperate? Very well, I trust you. Take these keys to his cage and make her watch over you.
Thank you, Your Reverence. Your trust is not misplaced.
Okay. So, note to self, have Liliana with you every time you go to help Sten. Goodness. Because I always end up making her hate me. So... Okay. Cool.
Let him hear our unwavering faith. Let him hear our righteous dedication and enduring perseverance.
Now, is there anything else I need to do in Lothering before? Tranter's board, weed out the bandits in north of Lothering. Okay.
They say your mother is Flemeth, a witch of the Kukari Wilds.
They also say that washing your feet in winter makes you catch cold in the head, but we all know that is not true. But sometimes they are right, and they are right in this.
You know the stories about...
Of course. You think my mother would let me go without telling me all the stories of her youth?
My mother told me stories too. She was the one who kindled my love of the old tales and legends.
My mother's stories curdled my blood and haunted my dreams. No little girl wants to hear about the wilder men her mother took to her bed, using them till they were spent, then killing them. No little girl wants to be told that this is also expected of her once she comes of age.
I see.
No, you don't. You really don't.
Alright, let's free Sten.
And so it is done. I will follow you into battle. In doing so, I shall find my atonement.
Thank you, Sten. Glad to have you with us.
May we proceed? I am eager to be elsewhere.
I'm not gonna add Sten to my party because people here don't like him. So, he'll just They'll just hang out for a bit. Oh, fruit. I don't know why I'm even bothering to help Lothering. I know that it's doomed.
Wipe them out! Hopefully...
Hey, excuse you.
Let's have at it! Let's make this quick, shall we? On.
I feel like it's not using the voice that I thought I picked for my elf. Because I thought I picked a voice that was the same voice as Commander Shepard, and this doesn't sound like him. So, I don't know. Maybe I made a mistake, but... Ooh, hello. Hello, my
Let's get started. Let's get started.
It's not like a cave, right? That's just a hole. Aren't there bears out here? I seem to recall bears. I think the bears were a quest, though.
On.
Oh, there's people and a dog. Okay. Ow.
Let's get started.
You okay. Really? Go oh, shoot. There you go out. Okay, like, stop.
Try to be merciful!
On. This should be easy enough. Excellent!
The battle is finished.
That's a lot of blood.
Oh, Kunari cap. Well, we could give that to Sten. Need a shield.
Let's get started.
I could do that for you. Mm-hmm.
I don't need a shield. Okay, but thanks though. Yeah. This isn't Dragon Age Inquisition. You can't just walk over hills. Because that would make sense. Yeah. Okay, dog. Do you mind?
sometimes. I never liked this part.
Cool. We're pretty badass, huh? I think that's the way out of the city. No, we're not helping you yet. Is that what
We done heard what was said. You're a warden. I don't know if you killed King Kalen, and make her forgive me, I don't care. But that bounty on your head could feed a lot of hungry bellies. Attack!
No, no. Okay, I'm having trouble controlling. Whoa! That's a lot.
Make a preserve. Victorious again.
Let's get started.
Man. If I'd known. Okay. Well. This is a game of choices. And you make choices and you regret them. We took care of the bandits.
Let him take notice and shine upon thee, for thou hast done his work this day.
Okay. Sorry, had to check something.
As you wish.
Alright. Off we go. I don't know why I'm bothering to help Lothering, but, I mean... I suppose my character doesn't know that it's basically, well, doomed. Those are wolves. Hello, wolves. I'm gonna take this elf fruit first, though. Attacked. Okay. You should run when you can.
This should be easy enough.
You found the body of the boy's mother and recovered her keepsake. I'm sorry. Alright, so where are the bears? Just this way.
That'd make an interesting pet.
That would make an interesting pet? Is that what you said? You weirdo. Okay, there we go. Wait for them all to be gathered up.
Die already!
I never liked this part.
Codex shattering. Didn't I already get that? Oh, that was in Liliana. That would explain it. Cool. Lothering is saved. Nothing bad can happen to it now. That's a lot of dead wolves. This is the tavern, right?
So can you surrender to a
The loading screens are so much shorter on here than Inquisition. It's nice.
Any luck with that poison? Or you here to see my stock?
No. Man, I need to get another backpack, but I don't know where. Oh, gifts. Suppose I have any. Silver bracelet. I'm gonna have to look up the guides for the gifts. I mean, I hate to pass up gifts, especially when this whole thing's gonna be gone. So, yeah. But, okay. So, I can't do poison, because I don't have the skills. I don't suppose Liliana
What is it?
does. Oh, she does. Does he want venom or deathroot extract? Hold on. Poisonous. Create a poison. 3 flasks of venom. I don't have enough flasks for it. Do you sell
Any
flasks?
luck with that poison? Or you here to see my stock?
Do you sell flasks? You do. Okay, I only need 2. Cool. Yep. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Any luck with that poison? Or you here to see my stock?
I have what you asked for.
Splendid! If those beasties come on my land, I hope it teaches them a lesson. Yeah, enough gold to cover any of your expenses and then some, hey?
Yeah, well, good luck with that. Don't think it's gonna save you, but you know, best of luck. Keep a rogue in your party to help you pick locks. Yes, thank you. That is why Liliana's here. And why
Been
I
out to the
normally...
market. There's not much to be had.
That's why I normally play a rogue, but I really wanted to be a mage, because being a mage is awesome.
So let's talk about your mother for a moment.
I'd rather talk about your mother.
Well, there's nothing to talk about. And besides, isn't your mother a scary witch who lives in the middle of a forest? Much more interesting.
To you, perhaps. You would find the moss growing upon a stone interesting.
You know what's more interesting than that? Apostates, mages outside of the tower. That's illegal, you know.
You did not read that in a book somewhere, did you? I hope the small letters did not strain you overmuch.
Oh, we could not talk about your mother. That works for me.
Goodness. Alright, turn in these quests.
Let him take notice and shine upon thee, for thou hast done his work this day. And the stars stood still, the winds did quiet, and all animals of earth and air held their breath. All was silent in prayer and thanks.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I wanted to... Ooh, Liliana, you can unlock this. Elf fruit. I'll take elf fruit.
This should be easy enough.
We already have a dagger.
Don't suppose you're looking to buy something?
I am?
All right. Just don't buy everything up.
Aha, a gift. Good. I don't suppose you have anything really good. Is that better than what I have? Nope. That looks better than what I have. It's fairly pricey though. And I'm doing fine. And we can sell that though. Actually, do you have a bow that Liliana could use? There's no way to know because this isn't really optimized as much as the other one. Lothering, more than just plants. Elder Miriam requested you use your skill with herbs to craft lesser health poultices. Refer to her note for specifics. Journal. Ah. Miriam's note suggests I should look for can't talk. Elf root. And how many do I need? 3. I need flasks for that, don't I? Yeah, I've got plenty, I just need flasks. He wasn't selling any. Not you. So we'll go back over.
Don't suppose you're looking to buy something?
I've never really
All
done
right.
crafting.
Just don't buy everything up.
In this one. You do not have flasks. Okay, let's go across the bridge. I'm wasting a lot of time in Lothering, and because I'm getting distracted by side quests, which is exactly what I said I wasn't going to do in this playthrough, so that it wouldn't take as long. But, you know, what are you gonna do? People need help. I want to help them. Alright, give me some more flasks.
Well, I still don't have food to sell.
Yeah, I got it. I know. It's fine. You have flasks. That's what I need. Just shush. It's okay. I'm gonna buy like 20. They're pretty inexpensive. And I want to be able to make things. So. Oh, wrong button. Lesser health poultices. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Miriam, she was the... Is that the Reverend Mother? Or is that... Who was Miriam?
Some fellow in the tavern said that the Darkspawn turned folks into ghouls.
Elder Miriam. Oh, right. But she wasn't... Was she a revered mother? Is Elder Miriam...
You are very beautiful, Morrigan.
Tell me something I do not know.
But you are always dressed in such rags. It suits you, I suppose. A little tear here, a little rip there to show some skin. I understand.
You understand I lived in a forest, I hope?
Maybe we could get you in a nice dress one day. Silk. No, maybe velvet. Velvet is heavier, better to guard against the cold in Ferelden. Dark red velvet. Yes. With gold embroidery. It should be cut low in the front, of course. We don't want to hide your features.
Stop looking at my breasts like that. 'Tis most disturbing.
You don't think so? And if it's cut low in the front, we must put your hair up. Show off that lovely neck.
You are insane. I would sooner let Alistair dress me.
It'll be fun, I promise. We'll get some shoes too. Shoes! We could go shopping together.
Oh, Liliana. She's so young.
Yes? What can I do for you now? May the Maker guard you, Grey Warden.
Okay. Wait, so then who's Miriam then? Sister, refugee. Who's Miriam? It's not showing me on the map where to go. So I assumed it was okay. Maybe near the entrance of town. Not here. Oh, making me dizzy. There's the Templar who's voiced by Fenris. How's it going?
I'm just here to keep watch.
Yes, okay. Gotcha. Chanter's Ward, Chantry, means refuge. That didn't help any. I don't know where Miriam is, and I made the thing.
So, let me get this straight. You were a cloistered sister?
You must have been a brother before you became a Templar, no?
I never actually became a Templar. I was recruited into the Grey Wardens before I took my final vows.
Do you ever regret leaving the Chantry?
No, never. Do you?
Yes. You may not believe it, but I found peace there. The kind of peace I've never known.
It used to get so quiet at the monastery that I would start screaming until one of the brothers came running. I would tell them that I was just checking. You never know, right?
No, I never did anything like that. I enjoyed the quiet.
Suit yourself. The look on their face was always priceless.
Yes?
Does someone have a spell active?
Right.
There we go. No.
Yes?
Okay, it was Liliana. Alright. It's very distracting. Oh, here she is.
Have any luck finding herbs in the woods?
Yep.
This will help many people. You're a good sort, you know.
Okay. Alright. Off we go. I guess. Yep. That is everything in Lothering. So... Now, we're gonna meet some friends, if I remember correctly. Oh. Is this a... No. Okay. Let's save for the last time in Lothering. And now, let's go save the people that were up on the bridge.
Someone help us!
Darkspawn are already here.
Let's get started. Right.
Oh, you
Mighty
okay?
timely arrival there, my friend. I'm much obliged.
You're welcome.
The name's Bodan Fedek, merchant and entrepreneur. This here is my son, Sandal. Say hello, my boy.
Hello.
Road's been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way.
It's a bit complicated, but you're welcome to come along.
Complicated? Somehow I imagine that only says half of it. Thank you for the offer, but there may be more excitement on your path than is good for my boy and me. Allow me to bid you farewell and good fortune.
Goodbye.
Now then, let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we?
But what? But no.
We'll be off as soon as this mess is cleaned up. Thank you kindly for all your assistance.
Oh, come with me. Okay. Alright, off we go. Leaving Lothering. We did everything that I could remember, so... And more than I've ever done. Fighting that dragon. Oh well. Oh, tossing and turning. Bad dream.
Bad dreams, huh?
It seems so real.
Well, it is real. Sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was. Hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight.
Why didn't Duncan just tell everyone that?
He did. He said he felt the Archdemon's presence. Everyone just assumed he was guessing. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me too.
Any other surprises I should know about?
Other than dying young and the whole defeat the Blight alone thing, no. I'm all tapped out for surprises. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
Good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Fennec, at your service, once again. I saw your camp and remember the kind offer that you made the last time we met. And is there anywhere safer for a poor merchant and his son to sleep? I think not. I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes?
Have you been following us?
Following you? I'm not even certain where you're going, my friend. And quite frankly, it's none of my business. Trust me when I say that my encountering you here was serendipity and nothing more. I travel a lot, so I'm bound to meet everyone on the road eventually. If you prefer, I'll take my boy and be on my way. But regretfully, you're the safest spot on this road, without a doubt.
What are you selling exactly?
Anything, everything, but all of the finest quality. No cheap trinkets here. And my boy Sandal happens to be a bit of a hand with enchantments. Oh, yes. Sadly, it also makes us a target for bandits and the like. If there were spare hands to hire as guards, I would have done so long ago.
Let me see your wares.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
So it begins. Alright. You have any gifts? Backpack. Yes, thank you. An uncrushable pigeon. Ah, yes. This pigeon coos happily, apparently comfortable in the knowledge that no force could ever crush it. Ah, indeed. Indeed. Yes, well. So, a lot of these are gifts from the pack that I got. King Merrick's shield. Cool. So, some of them are bad gifts, some of them are good gifts. So. But now I have a backpack, so I can hold more items. That's lovely. Ah, good. I can get my flasks and stuff from him. Alrighty. Well.
Hello.
The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... what was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed.
What enchantments does he do?
He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor, though naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than others. It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform, but my boy here is just as adept at it. Isn't that right, boy?
Enchantment!
And there you have it.
I want some enchanting done.
Enchantment!
Man, I've never enchanted anything. Okay, wait. How do I get out of that? Okay. Alright, let's save, and I'm gonna call it here for the night. Yeah, because, I've been staying up too late, so I want to get done so I can get other stuff done. Alright, well, thanks for watching. I am planning on live streaming this every day until it's finished. Oh, shoot. Wrong button. So, hopefully it won't take too long. I've only finished this game once before, so I've started it many times, but I don't have the attention span usually to stick to it. So, wish me luck. I'll see you next time.